everybody, my name is GetKiju122 and welcome to another highlight reel of the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This was the highlight reel from the 11th stream, and before we get started with anything, I just want to say this was the worst stream that I had. There were a lot of problems that happened kind of going into the stream, and they'll kind of become apparent as we go further in, but just to kind of cap off and summarize a couple of things. We had a lot of technical difficulties. The internet kept disconnecting over and over, and I lost portions of the stream. Not big ones, but just here and there. There were some audio issues that we will address at a later point. The two biggest things is there was a very sizable majority of this stream where I had unfortunately kept my mic muted without my knowledge. Nobody watched the stream, which means nobody was there to tell me that my mic was muted. And also we had a very, very, very awkward ending, which we will get to at a later point. So the first portion of this highlight reel will have the live commentary that was in the original stream. But then we're going to kind of have to cut to, I hate to even say it because I never thought I would ever have to do this, but we're going to have to do post commentary. But for now, let's go ahead and just get to the intro of the stream, and when we get to the problems that require post-commentary, we'll address them as necessary. So, I'll see you guys later. Hello everybody, my name is GetKiju122, and welcome to more Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It's time for the 11th live stream. Last time, we did a lot. We went to several new shrines and got their orbs of light. We got multiple new memories, but most importantly, we did the Wind Temple, which I just want to stress was like the most fun, like so far. Like I love the Wind Temple so much. I love the boss of the Wind Temple so much, to the point where I have been listening to that music all day long today. Like I loved the boss music so much, you have no idea. If you have not done the Wind Temple on your own playthrough, like you should do it already. It's so good and so worth your time. It's like I had just an absolute blast with the Wind Temple. But with that said, the journey continues. Hey, you look a little down. You're a Goron. You should know the way to Goron City. I don't think how did you forget? Lay off. I'm embarrassed enough as it is. Besides, it's not that I forgot. When I left the city, there was still lava everywhere. I didn't know Death Mountain would stop erupting, the lava would cool, and new roads would form. You don't have to tell me there was lava everywhere. It used to be so hot that Hylians stepped foot on the mountain couldn't step foot on the mountain without fire-resistant gear. Even if I wanted to take a trip that way, I couldn't. Well, thanks to this guy, now you can. First, we have to walk down the road toward Death Mountain, which you can see over the northeast. Then we arrive at the wooden stable, and from there we keep going north. Thanks again for the directions, fella.
Oh.
Happy to be of service. Using Death Mountain as a landmark is all well and good, of course. But the red haze around the summit looks worryingly like gloom. Try not to get too close.
Oh.
Alright, let's go. And on our way, we'll stop by that bistro place you keep mentioning. Now you're talking. Wonder how things are now. I'm worried about everyone back home in Lurelin Village. I keep hoping they got away from the pirates. Me too. We're so fortunate to have refuge here. I can't say the same for everyone else. The village is out in the edge of the east, included to the southeast. There's nowhere nearby for them to run to. Rosal's the village leader, so he'd be the first to know how things shook out back home. Well, we got no way to reach him. Never thought something like this would happen in our beloved for a peaceful hometown. Are you a customer? You must have overheard the bad news. We were speaking freely because we didn't figure any customers would come by at this hour. But enough about that. Your hometown? You have a small fishing town called Lurelin Village. It's way to the south, on the southeastern corner of Hyrule. It used to be a peaceful place too. And the pirates arrived. I used to run the village's general store, but when those pirates arrived, I had to grab all the goods I could carry and run. I don't know how it's going there now. Hope I can return someday, but for now, I'll just keep selling as much stuff as I can. This land is now mine. Huh? Can't hear the monsters anymore. What? The monsters are gone? Roselle, everyone! It's safe to come back now! It can't be. Those horrible monsters they're all gone. Every last one of them. I saw everything from the house where I was hiding. This lone warrior type showed up out of nowhere and took out every monster in the village all by himself. Whoa, I can hardly believe it. You look like a strong breeze could blow you over, but you are solid as stone. Extraordinary, that's what you are. Thank you. I was so relieved that everyone in the village escaped uninjured. But still, it was awful. All we could do was watch as the monsters overran our home. If you hadn't come, this village might have been ruined beyond repair. We all owe you a great debt. Thank you so very much. The good news is not all the houses have been destroyed. If we all work together, I'm sure we can rebuild. Don't you worry, I'll fix up all the houses the monsters destroyed. This kid's act of chivalry has lit a fire into me. I'm ready to get to work, baby. Bolson, you're only a visitor, and yet, what can I say but thank you? I'm sorry, but I don't have anything I can give you as a reward, not with our village in shambles. Of course, once the village is rebuilt, we'll be sure to show you just how warm our hospitality can be. Yes, I'm hopeful we can repay you for all you've done. One day, eventually. Now listen, everyone. Laurelin Village has been given a chance at a fresh start. If we all do our part, I know we can bring this baby back from the brink. So get ready, because old Bolson here is gonna keep you busy until this village is rebuilt. Now the pirates are gone, even the air itself feels clean again. Truly, I can't thank you enough. The way you fought those pirates, it was incredible, awe-inspiring. And now that you've driven them out, it's my turn to get to work. Yes, the pirates may be gone, but that doesn't mean we can roll out the welcome mat yet. We have to do something about the state of the village, or no one will return home. Don't you worry, I might not look it, but I know a thing or two about construction. Besides, I owe you. No, I owe this whole village for taking me in. And I pay my debts. It's kind of my thing. Also, this village has charm. I can't wait to restore the restaurant and the Lucky Treasure Shop to their former glory. Materials might be an issue, though. See, I'm going to need a rather large amount of logs and Hylian rice. And since I want to use the palm trees as essential pillars in the buildings, the logs have to come from somewhere else. How can I help? What did you say? No, I appreciate the offer, but you've already done so much. You drove off those awful pirates after all. I couldn't ask an outsider to go to so much trouble for us. Now, if he's offering to help, who are we to say no? As of today, you and me are pals, and because we're pals, I'm gonna let you help me. Now that that's decided, I'm going to briefly go over everything on our to-do list. First, we're gonna rebuild each destroyed building's foundation. So let's see, yeah. Think you can collect 15 logs for me? That's what we'll need, and when I say logs, I don't mean the ones from palm trees. I'm going to use palm trees for something important, so get those logs from other trees, okay? Also, I'm gonna need 20 bundles of Hylian rice to repair the thatched roofs that were burned. Think you can handle that too? Thank you for everything. I won't be able to assist you myself. I'll be looking around and assembling the damage. Assessing the damage. I'm gonna call this project the Great Laurelin Village Revival. Our first collaboration. How exciting is that? No pressure or anything, but I'll be counting on you.
A few minutes later.
We're sick of it, everyone. Laurelin Village. Hey, maybe I should head back there and scope out the situation. Don't be ridiculous. The pirates are really dangerous. Losing my hometown was enough, but losing you too, not an option. Customer, sorry about that. We were caught up in the conversation. Pirates are already gone? And Roselle and everyone in the village are okay too? Thank goodness. I'm so glad. They're all safe. I was beside myself. Thank you for bringing us the best possible news. Please, have this as a sign of our gratitude. Nice! That mighty salt grilled crab is my finest cooking. The dish that really brings out the warrior in you. Please enjoy. With the pirates gone, I have to wonder how our little shop back home is looking. Even if I have to go on my own, maybe I should return to Laurelin Village. Even with the pirates out of the picture, there's work to be done. They're going to be busy for a while rebuilding the houses and shops. My new woodworking skills, you just get in the way if you went back now. Instead, we should focus on saving up money in the meantime. That way, once the village is restored, we'll have the means to reopen our shop there. You're right, let's keep the business here rolling until the village is back to normal. Look at this. Hey there, glad you saw here. It's hard braving the dark on my own. Been a while since I saw another Hylian around here. It's Goron's as far as the eye can see. I'm on our to Goron City. I hear that's the place to go if you want fire-resistant clothes. Hopefully, they're not too pricey. Nice clothes, by the way. You look really... Wait a minute. That thing you're wearing, that's it. That's what I wanted to buy. Looks rugged. And a little bit old-fashioned, if I'm being honest. But that's what makes it great. Now I know I have to buy clothes like that. Incredible. Yes, this is it. No doubt about it. This is the Simmerstone Springs. I heard this entrance was collapsed and no one could get in anymore. Sorry for showing up out of the blue. Did you make this hole? I heard a lot of noise and thought I'd check it out. And now my hot spring dream has come true, all thanks to you. Truth is, I've been hunting high and low for Simmerstone Springs. It's a secret hot spring and not well known, even among the Gorons, so I've had a hard time figuring out where it was. I finally got this Goron, a real hot springs prof, to spill over some details. That's why I headed over here. Sorry for showing up after you did all the work getting in here. But if you don't mind, there's something I've been wanting to do. Pardon me a moment. The temperature is perfect. How about this? Delicious! No doubt, this is the perfect spring-boiled egg. It's exactly as good as I hoped it would be. Oh, guess I forgot to mention why I was looking for this place, eh? It was so I can make this incredible spring-boiled egg. Of course, if you hadn't found a way to get inside, well, I never would have found it. So please, you've got to let me give you a reward. Well then, excuse me, but I'm going to go ahead. Nibbling the perfect spring-boiled egg while soaking in the perfect hot spring. Doesn't get better than this. Of course, I'm more than happy to share with you. Go on, have some if you like. Just when I thought help was found on the way, it's a pity alien. The stinking trap broke and now I'm stuck here. None of the other workers even noticed. Great, just great. At this rate, won't be able to go buy any more Marble Rock Roast. This is my last one. So yeah, you gotta figure out a way to get me out of here. It's real simple. Just let me know when I can get in the car and send it flying. Done. Oh, but you're all piddly. There we go. Don't know why I'm indulging your habits, but... The outside! I escaped! Not bad, considering how piddly you are. One of my rock roasts is a reward. Just kidding. The supply is running low. It's precious to me, so I can't part with it. Instead of that, I'll give you what I picked up in the cave. Around here, you can't get marble rock roast, just ugly, weird vehicles. I'm gonna tell President Yonobo to get my assignment changed.
A few minutes later.
Pray, not you two. After all my warning about the marble rock roast.
No.
So everyone's acting funny because there's a marble rock roast that President Yonobo is mining.
Hey.
What are you mumbling about over there?
You all talking about marbled rock roast, are ya?
Yonobo. Hey?
There's nothing to worry about, in my opinion. Now stop flapping your rock chompers and get over here, Goro! Huh? What could you want?
I want to throw you off a mountain.
Yo!
Well, if it ain't Link, you're so tiny I barely even noticed you. Yonobo, what's the big idea of talking like that to our esteemed guest? Bluto, or should I say, boss, you really don't know your place, do ya? Sorgo, tell me who runs Goron City these days? Yonobo Ko.
Hey.
And Offrek, who's in charge of Yonobo Ko?
No.
You are President Yonobo. You hear that, Bluto? You're not needed around here anymore. You think I'm just gonna sit here and...
Yo!
So, Link, what's your business in Goron City, huh?
Huh?
Princess Zelda, huh? And you're wondering about any strange goings-on? Princess Zelda? I heard she's gone missing, but you're telling me she's still missing? I mean, it's hard to miss those lovely blonde locks of hers, after all. Locks? Does that mean hair?
Oh.
Oh ho! The lady with hair like that, she's the same one President Yonobo talks to about marble rock roast.
Huh?
Pipe down, you two. You keep your trap shut if you know it's good for you. As you can see, Goron City is a picture of peace, and we can't help but Princess Zelda. So you better shove off. I've got to go get more marble rock roast. Can't afford to keep her waiting. Yonobo, I swear if you bring any more of this stuff, I'll... aching back. Sturdy old guy. Sticking your nose into things means you get your spine to worry about. Sergo, off front. Time to head back to Yonobo Co. HQ. Seriously? Seriously? Dude, like, I didn't care for you in the first game just because, you know, you were kind of timid, but, you know, you kind of came out of your shell. But now you're just being an ass. And I don't care for that. Like, really? I want to like you, but you're not making it easy, dude. Like, God. That guy. He used to be the kid following me around crying, boss this and boss that. It was all about business as usual around here. Then he created Yonobo Co., a group of Gorons who work the mines. Once they started digging up that marble rock roast, Yonobo and all the youngsters changed. Changed? You heard me, changed! All due to that strange marble rock roast Yonobo dug up. Now all the youngins just sit around eating it instead of working. Why some of them are even running scams trying to get more marble rock roast. There's no way he can see what a mess we're in with it, but he keeps playing dumb. If it weren't for my darn spine, I'd march right to Yonobo Co.'s HQ and give Yonobo a piece of my mind. But HQ is a pain in the neck location, you see. For starters, I'd have to go through the northern mining site. In this condition, I can't even ride a cart. What to do? Hey, it's you again. The one who knows President Yonobo. He's talking about marble rock roast with the blonde lady right now. No one's allowed to come in. I don't really like that lady. But it's definitely the marble rock roast's fault that everyone's been acting funny. Yeah. President Yonobo said he got that weird mask he's wearing from that lady too. He was always so nice, but as soon as he started wearing it, he got real mean. Hey, you're friends with President Yonobo, aren't you? You know he created Yonobo Co. for mining? It was supposed to be helpful for people who need ore and stuff, but now it's just making things weird around here. We'll let you pass. Will you convince President Yonobo to make Yonobo Co. stop mining marble rock roast? I'll see what I can do. Sergo, did you hear that? Sure did. Maybe we'll get President Yonobo to be himself again. Go right on in. Thank you, gentlemen. I will indubitably go in. Oh, bring it. I will assault whoever I need to. Don't take that out of the context. Hi, Zelda! Head out already, President Yonobo. We want you to take off that weird mask so you can go back to being the President Yonobo we know and love. Oh, boys.
Huh?
Oh. Princess Zelda's right. Marbled rock roast is good. It makes everyone happy. Fight him. Oh yeah, no, this is easy. What happened?
Huh?
Sergo, Offrak, I don't understand. Everything's a blur ever since I put on the mask from Princess Zelda. I need to talk to her. Maybe she could tell me what the story is. Hey, where is she anyway?
Huh?
Ah, Princess Zelda! Is everyone alright? Nobody's injured? Here we go, boys.
Huh?
What's that? Thought I heard something.
Huh?
Well, it doesn't matter right now. Princess Zelda is just outside the cave.
What?
That blonde lady was Princess Zelda?
Huh?
Yeah, and I need to ask her about that mask and the marbled rock roast. We gotta hurry and go talk to her.
Oh.
The only way to break those red rods is with my charge attack. But I can't really see where I'm going when I charge. Link, be my eyes and guide me, Goro. Yunobo's power of fire. When Yunobo or his charge, he be aimed in any direction for a fire rolling attack.
Goro! I can do it! Charge!
That'll be useful.
Huh.
That did the trick. Come on, boys, let's go after Princess Zelda. I'm not entirely sure that was supposed to happen, because he seemed to struggle to get out. Princess Zelda! I'm not seeing her.
Oh.
It's a red haze spouting from Death Mountain, Goro.
Oh.
You don't remember, President Annabelle? You told us the red haze is dangerous and that we shouldn't go near it.
Oh.
It should have at the same time Hyrule Castle started floating and the upheaval happened. The ground was super rumbly and you were worried Death Mountain might erupt again, so you went to check it out.
Ah.
Yeah, when you came back from the mountain, you were wearing that mask.
Huh?
I remember now, Goro. I saw Princess Zelda at Death Mountain's crater. She talked to me and gave me that mask to wear. So does that mean Princess Zelda lives inside Death Mountain? Well, she's definitely not here. Maybe if we go up there, we'll find her.
Oh.
Sergo, Afrak, I'm gonna go look for Princess Zelda. Can't be having you two along, but I'll sort this out. I'll ask her how to get everyone back to normal.
Ooh.
So wait back home for me. Everything's gonna be A-okay.
Yep.
Link, please come to me with Death Mountain to look for the princess. We most certainly will, but we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. So, give me a minute. Yeah, and this was my fatal mistake. See, normally when I take a break during the streams, I mute my microphone so the audience, or the hypothetical audience in this case, does not hear anything going on in the background. You know, be it pots and pans, be it me using the sing, you know, just whatever. I just keep my mic muted so you don't hear any background noise. You just hear the sounds of the game. However, this was my fatal mistake because upon returning, I neglected to unmute my mic for a good portion of what we're about to see moving forward. So this is kind of where the post-commentary begins, but we'll get to the live commentary eventually. Maybe. Probably. So following our encounter with Yunobo, we properly add him to the squad alongside Tulin and Sidon. And like all the others, Yunobo has a special ability that allows you to interact with the field in a certain way. In this case, Yunobo's ability is to roll up into a ball and kind of just blast himself into something that allows him to actually create a small explosion on the impact. Now, like all of the other companions, Yunobo's ability does have a recharge time, but the cool thing about his ability is that if you happen to be in a vehicle, Yunobo's powers will automatically be locked and loaded, as you'll kind of see in bits of the footage, and there is no recharge time for him. If you're in a vehicle and he's just with you, he'll automatically just return back to the front of your vehicle and be ready to go again. The only wait time is that you have to wait for Yunobo to fly back over to wherever you are. Because, yeah, it really does literally involve him flying over sometimes. It's a pretty cool ability. Climbing up a Death Mountain was not particularly difficult. It was obviously made a lot easier with the fact that there weren't any drones to deal with, as well as no flowing lava in the immediate moment. But, you know, it was still a bit of a trek. There were some monsters that we had to deal with going up.
I think it was near here. When I came up the mountain, I saw her. The princess was standing right here, Goro. And then she gave me this fancy mask to wear around. After that, oh, jeez. It's no use. I can't remember anything that happened after that. Dude! Huh? There she is! Princess! Princess Zelda! We need to talk to you! It's dangerous!
So Moragia is actually a pretty interesting boss, because it's one of those bosses that doesn't really have any immediate precedence in the story. It's not the big threat that, you know, is pervasive to the situation with the Gorons. It's just one of those bosses that just kind of pops out of nowhere. And it's actually a really nice change of pace. It's a really cool boss, even though the concept is pretty straightforward. It's simply a matter of going on the vehicle and then using Yunoba's ability to blast him into the boss 3 times. And again, it's pretty simple, kind of like Colgera, but it's still really cool to see. And I do enjoy it when a boss just pops out of nowhere. Following the scuffle with Moragia, we actually dive into Death Mountain. And it's actually really cool how they made this work, because Death Mountain's interior is still treated as part of depths once you go far enough down. And that's actually a really cool detail, because the first 2 temples that we had done were in the sky, but the next temple that we're about to go to is actually inside of the depths, inside Death Mountain. It's a really cool little detail, and I'm glad that it's not all just in the sky because they're the sages. It does make sense that the Fire Temple would be inside the Fire Mountain. But anyway, getting to the actual Fire Temple itself, I had mixed feelings about it. I could definitely see why people enjoy it. It wasn't my personal favorite dungeon. Maybe it's just because of the circumstances of the stream itself, but I still had a good enough time with it. Kind of getting into it, you really get like the vibe of the Fire Temple itself. It really strongly reminded me of the Fire Temple from Ocarina of Time. I wasn't sure if it was just the aesthetics or if it was the music that was playing at the start, but I liked it. I liked the Fire Temple music at first. Kind of going around, it's really just kind of like a big minecart area where you have to go on the different tracks, adjust tracks as necessary to get to the different switches that Yunoba needs to break with his ability, like the other 2 partners in the previous dungeons. It's a really interesting dungeon in theory, but it can get definitely confusing at times when you're having to change tracks to go to different areas. And unlike the Wind Temple, there's no way to get to different areas with Ascend. You would really have to construct some impressive vehicles offhand with a lot of intention to make that happen. And I didn't want to do that. It's just one of those things where it's not what the developers intended, and I prefer to respect what they wanted me to do in this case. But it still felt pretty cool. Plus, it didn't feel overly cramped. Despite the fact that we were inside of a cave in Death Mountain, it still felt like a relatively open area. So it was a pretty cool time. But of course, just like the previous case of Death Mountain, you do need to have some fireproof equipment. You don't need to have maximum to get through there safely, but you do need to have at least 1 piece of fireproof equipment to safely navigate the area. So definitely be sure to get one before you try trekking this particular dungeon, because otherwise you're gonna need a lot of fireproof elixirs if you want to even stand a chance of surviving in this area.
Where's Zelda?
Ah, Marble Goma. This is actually a pretty cool fight. It's one of those things where it's just another like classic Zelda element kind of being brought back into Tears of the Kingdom, which I appreciate. I appreciate the fact that they acknowledge, hey, people really like this new system, but they also want to see some more classic Zelda elements being brought back. So bringing back a classic boss fight like Goma and taking him outside of an environment like the Forest Temple is really cool. I do like the change. It's not an overly difficult boss fight. It's really just a matter of blowing off the legs using either Yunobo's ability or the bomb arrows, though I substantially recommend the latter, as the bomb arrows can be very volatile. If you really do need to use bombs, the better way to do it is to try using time bombs, because those are not necessarily affected by heat. But why use those when you have an unlimited supply of explosions that are completely within your control and are guaranteed to be far away from you with Yunobo? So it's really just a matter of breaking off the legs enough times, knocking Marble Goma down, and then bashing his eye with your weapon a handful of times. Not overly complicated, but still a pretty fun boss overall. I had fun taking it down.
Yunobo, Little Rock. I've heard that voice. Are you the one who's been talking to us this whole time, Goro?
Yes, I am your ancestor from a time long past. I served the first king of Hyrule as a mighty warrior, and as a sage who, like you, could command fire. You fight using your body as a weapon. Impressive. You are my descendant, the pride of the Gorons. You defeated that monster, the source of those foul rocks, but it was the Demon King who summoned it. He sent that monster to keep you from obtaining the stone you just found. My secret stone.
Secret stone? Demon King?
Huh. So this is the first you've heard of any of this. Then listen carefully to what I have to say. Let me tell you about the imprisoning war and the duty of our people. Many years ago, in the Kingdom of Hyrule's earliest days, a great evil, the Demon King, sought to conquer the kingdom and kill everyone who resisted his rule. Rauru, the first king of Hyrule, rose up to oppose him, along with me and 5 other warriors. And to fight the Demon King, Rauru trusted us with secret stones. Incredible artifacts that amplified our powers. I stood beside my fellow sages as the Sage of Fire, stronger than ever with my secret stone. However, we were no match for the Demon King. Even my strongest blows weren't enough to break him. Rauru understood that we couldn't overcome the Demon King. In one last brave act, our leader sacrificed himself to imprison that monster.
That was the imprisoning war.
And then sometime later, the Sage of Time, one of the 6 sages, came to me. Her visit would set the Goron's duty in stone.
The magic restraining the Demon King will be undone. He will return. When that time comes, a noble swordsman named Link will oppose him. But Link will need help. Lend him your power. Your fire. The Goron's mastery of fire.
In that moment, the duty of the Goron people was clear. I'd like nothing more than to smash the Demon King. I swear that when the Demon King returns, the Sage of Fire will awaken again. The Goron Sage and the Goron people will fight alongside your swordsmen. And that's what you need to know about the imprisoning war and of our people's duty. You saved Goron City, but the Demon King is still out there. Yunobo, Little Rock, take up my secret stone and honor the pledge I made to the Sage of Time long ago. Fight alongside the swordsman, Link.
Yep, this happened too. The same exact problem that I ran into the last 2 times with my stupid controllers happened again with Yunobo. I was actually really trying to keep them on, but I just couldn't get it to work, so sorry about that.
So, it's my duty to help you fight? And he wants me to inherit this? Really? I don't know if I'm nearly as great as my ancestor was. But then, if I don't help out, I'd be letting everyone else down. There's no way I'll let that happen. I can do this! Link, hold out your fist. You can count on the Sage of Fire. I'll fight by your side till the very end. And take this. It's proof I stand with you. With that ring, you'll be able to call on my power anytime, Goro. I promise, I'll be strong enough to fight beside you, no matter what happens. Okay, let's head back.
So once we freed the Goron to the control of the marbled rock roast, we consolidate with Yunobo and the other village elder, and we just kind of figure out what the plan is. They agreed to be our allies moving forward, and we get to the vow of Yunobo, giving us another avatar to add onto the group. Following that, I explored a bit of the outskirts of Death Mountain, and I actually ran into the Hylian squad that we had fought with earlier in the series, and we took down another monster horde inside of Death Mountain. Nothing particularly noteworthy from this. It was a lot of fun to go around and just fight alongside them again, but it is what it is. I don't really have anything else to add to it. Following the encounter with them, I actually decided to go back into the depths of Death Mountain, because there were multiple light routes within the area that I wanted to light up, just to kind of unlock and kind of open up the mapping of that particular area. Nothing particularly noteworthy happened here. Just more and more light routes were, made, more poes were obtained, more map was unlocked, more everything was made. Just progress all around. I also went around and explored more of the depths, and again, unlocked more light routes, and I also went to a couple of Yiga clan bases. I'm using Yunobo as a means to fight them on their vehicles. I was able to attack them and kind of storm their bases, and I had fun with that. Yunobo definitely makes things a little easier. I wasn't sure at this point what the Yiga clan was trying to accomplish, but it was still relatively satisfying to take down their bases of operations regardless. At a certain point, I went back to Tarrytown, and I met up with Hudson and Rodson, and I ended up starting their side quests, among other things, in Tarrytown, just to kind of cap things off. And it was kind of around this point where, a few minutes in, I had realized that my commentary was muted, and the realization of how long my mic was muted had not fully dawned upon me. I did briefly ask myself, how long was my mic off? But we'll get to that when we get to that. So this is not completely the end of the post commentary, but we'll get to the end when we get to the end. How long have I been muted? Just so unsure about things. Mentioned her earlier. We have a daughter named Madison. She's wonderful. All the best parts of me and my wife, Ronson. But Madison is, soon she's going to leave and move to my wife's birthplace, Gerudo Town. Gerudo have a law that says they can't associate with men until they come of age, you see. I mean, it's fine while they're very young, but when they start to become more aware of the world around them, someone comes from Gerudo Town to pick them up. I've been told that for Gerudo, spending time in Gerudo Town is an honor. And Madison does seem to be looking forward to it. Anyway, I want to give her a big send-off, but I didn't realize this would be so hard for me. Sorry you had to listen to me go on like that. I should really get back to the job site soon. I spend more time with my little girl before she has to leave, but I have so much work to do. My wife has her hands full too, with preparing Madison for her move. She's so busy, she can't even take work requests. Mostly I just wish someone could spend time with Madison so she wouldn't feel so lonely.
Hey.
Oh, excuse me, if it's Hudson Construction? Fortunately, Hudson and Madison are a little busy. Busy? Between you and me, since Madison's moving soon, she's spending her days cooped up in a room on the second floor studying in secret. Heard she's learning Gerudo, the language she speaks in her mother's Rodson hometown. She's got quite the backbone. Don't let her mama and papa see how hard she's working. She's so young but diligent. My daughter, her name is still Honey. Anyway, I wish you'd say much Madison.
What?
Oh, this is none of my business. Please forget everything I just said. Good morning is Savota. Good day is Savak. Goodbye is... What is goodbye? Huh? Oh, don't frighten me like that. For a second I thought you were here to take me away on my big journey. I'm doing it all of a sudden because I'm moving to Mama's hometown soon. Where she's from, there's this amazing language called Gerudo. I want to teach every son in the village to speak it too, so I've made it my mission to memorize as many words as I can. Hey, would you like to learn some words too, mister? If so, your timing couldn't be better. I'm about to give you a lesson to Granny Minari. You should come too. After some instructions from me, you'll be speaking Gerudo in no time. For this lesson, I'm going to be given a Gerudo quiz. You should try it. Granny Minari, Savota. Oh my, you're in good mood today, Madison. Is it time for another lesson? Of course, it's a special occasion too, because a new student joined the class. Okay, now pay attention, Granny Minari. It's time for Madison's Gerudo quiz. What is a Gerudo word for Granny? Granny is Gerudo. What's it? Devaba? Ding, ding, ding! That's right. You're doing really good. Maybe you've done this before? Ah, yes, Vaba. It was on the tip of my tongue. Well, now there's one more Gerudo speaker around here. Thanks to Madison, I've grown rather knowledgeable about the language myself, you know. Yeah, well, it's how they talk in Mama's hometown, so if every son can talk like that, well, then Mama won't be so lonesome, right? I feel better knowing Mama will be okay, but now I need to think of a way to help Papa. I've got it. Papa's always so busy, so I'll just make it my mission to help him with work. Okay, I'm gonna go ride the rail car to the job site where he does all his work. Oh, Madison, she has to grow up too quickly. At her age, she should be clinging to her mama and papa's legs, not working up a sweat trying to make sure they're happy. Then again, maybe she won't have to. Ever since Hedgie was put in charge of the rail car, it's become a whole lot harder to catch a ride. I want to ride the rail car so I can get Pop's construction site to help him get the work done. But I forgot the guy won't give me permission to ride unless I pay him. Never had to pay until he took over. Guess I'm gonna have to hop aboard the rail car without him noticing. How am I gonna do it all by myself? What I need is for someone to maybe cover his eyes or something. What's that rock? Oh, you're just in this rock. I found it buried at a construction site. There were rocks, so I took it as a memento. But if you're interested, I would consider selling to you a special introductory offer of 100 rupees. What do you say? I'll take it. Hey, what are you doing? Are you trying to sell random junk for outrageous prices again? Look at that thing. It's basically just a really big piece of flint. I call it 50 rupees either more than a fair price. But I already said an absolutely fair price. And he might have... Okay, no need for the stern wife look. What do you say? Real deal. It's just 50 rupees. I'll take it. What? He's actually gonna buy this weird rock I found? My lucky day. That's great. You have a good eye, sir. It's definitely a valuable rock, so you've made a wise purchase. And now this rock belongs to you. No refunds. I'll place it in the back whenever you're ready to take it to its new home. I did. My mission was a success. Nice. Yeah, I can finally get to Papa. Okay, I'm off. He's gonna be so happy to see me. Thanks for helping me with my mission. Hey, you didn't mention you were coming here too, mister. It's strange. Papa keeps mumbling to himself. Oh, it's you. So, you know, I've been doing a lot of thinking. Trying to figure out what I could possibly do for Madison. And well, what I came up with is this. Gerudo Town is pretty far from here. There's plenty of monsters along the way. So I thought I'd make Madison her own special air balloon. But I want to make it really special. Something just for her. I'm just not sure how to do that. Special or not, I love the balloon you made, Papa. It looks like the sun. Sun. That's it. Let's color it yellow like the sun. I've seen sundolines around here. I could use them to make a dye, but I get a beautiful shade of yellow from them. But for me to dye something that size, I need 10 of them. You need sundolines, Papa? Those are bright yellow flowers, right? I'll only find them in my new mission. I appreciate the thought, but it's too difficult. Sundolines are quite rare. I'm not even sure where you'd find them. Don't worry, I've seen a sundolan before. It was attached to the ruins that fell from the sky. A sky, huh? If I had 10 sundolans, I'd be able to dye the balloon bright yellow. But I don't know where I'm going to get them from. Here's 10 sundolans. My guy. Huh? That's awesome! You did it! You really and truly collected 10 of them! What's this? You found them all for us? Looks like I'll have no problem dyeing the balloon the color of the sun. Oh, I was helping y'all. I failed my mission. That's not true, Madison. Your papa is about to turn this balloon to the sun, isn't he? I know. Oh, why don't you help me with that? Oh, I will, Papa. I'll help you make the sun. Quick and quality, blink and we're done. That's why every son choose Hudson Construction. At last it is done, and morning is already here. I'm just happy I get to watch my little one sleep a bit longer. Hudson! Oh, Hudson, what's wrong? No, don't tell me. Yes, her escort has arrived and is waiting at the village entrance. I see. Alright. Let's all go together then. Medicine's special sun balloon. Would you join us as well? Wow, I feel like I've turned into a bird! Oh, Madison, don't make such a ruckus. You don't want to fall from this height. It's alright. Hey everyone, take a look at that. The sun is waking up! It's the start of your journey, Madison. Whether you're in Gerudo Town or Terry Town, never forget that we are all standing beneath the very same sun. The only distance that matters is the distance between our hearts. So you see, your mama will always be beside you. We'll be touching down soon. Hold on tight. Papa, your present made me very happy. Madison, you know, if you get lonely, you can come back any... Sorry, never mind. Papa needs to be strong, just like you. My little Madison, it's time for you to go on your big adventure. Yes, it's time. You can trust me. I'll take care of your papa and mama. Don't worry, you can go. Go become a wonderful Vi, and come back with lots of stories to tell. I can't wait to hear about your adventures. I'll come visit you in Gerudo Town sometime. When I do, let's play again. Thank you, every son. I mean, sorry, Sko. I'm going to become a great Vi like Mama. And I'll meet a wonderful Vo like Papa.
Hi.
Savark, every son. Aww. Ronson, did I manage to keep a smile on my face? Just kill every good moment in this game, why don't you? Yeah, she did great. She didn't cry, so it's good we didn't cry either. Now, this is the start of a new life for us too. Let's pull ourselves together, if you're ready. Yes, you're right, of course. Okay, I'm ready. Sorry about that. You know, you really were a big help to me. Honestly, I can't thank you enough. Those Sunderlands were pretty valuable, weren't they? Well, as a way of saying thank you, please take this. Yay! And this from me. Another 100 rupees. You already helped me so much. But if you ever visit Gerudo Town, please check it on Madison. What are you talking about? Have you forgotten that Vo aren't allowed in Gerudo Town? Alright, I guess I slipped in my mind. Now, I've got to get back to work. Don't you have a customer waiting for you, dear? Huh? That's what those things are? There are zoning devices inside this thing? It was wrinkling to see that thing and not be able to get to the stuff inside. Thanks for figuring it out. Even so, I think actually this might possibly be a truly amazing discovery. Probably. And contraptions like this one have just shown up in places other than just Terrytown. Kakariko Village in Necluda, south of here, has one. And there's one in the southeast too, a digged up bridge near the entrance to the Gerudo region. Could it be that the types of zone devices inside each area's contraption are different? Questions require answers. We've got to investigate the other contraptions. But before that, I feel the need to ceremoniously award you for your big discovery. Yeah. Found it while investigating some fallen ruins. It's rare and was never seen before the upheaval, so its properties are something of a mystery. But there's a research team studying the plant in Kakariko Village. That's the south of here in Necluda. If you want to learn more about it, you might try talking to them. Anyway, I'm off to more big adventures and discoveries. Hope to see you again.
A few minutes later.
Welcome, friend. Those odds feeling heavy, then you come to the right place. Take any bed in this inn, and it's yours for a paltry 10,000 rupees. I'll joking, she says, Ian, look at her face. Yeah, I don't even work here. I stopped by hoping to catch some Z's, and the owner up and asked me to keep an eye on the place. He said he had to go make up the beds in the survey team's tents and that he'd be right back, but I don't think he's coming back. I want to look for him, but there are 4 tent camps in this village and only 1 me. Could you maybe track down the owner and tell him to come back already? Run across some sleepy looking guy spacing out. You found your man. Well, I guess we're doing this now, because I really want it to rest. Yep. And just like that, the stream arbitrarily ended. What ended up happening on the real world side of things is that we had a storm blow in, and although it did not completely knock out my power, it did surge the power enough to shut off my internet and cut off the live stream. And I was very tired and frustrated at that point, considering all the other factors that had gone into this. So after 5.5 hours of streaming and having to deal with a bunch of problems, I just went ahead and decided to stop. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can assure you that if you did not enjoy this post commentary, that's totally fine. That is completely valid, and I understand if you don't ever want to hear from post commentary Griffin ever again. But there will be no more situations like that moving forward. All streams moving forward, I was a lot more proactive about being sure that my mic was unmuted. That way you all could hear me and all my commentary relatively clearly. Thank you guys so much for watching this interesting video. And I will see you guys in the next episode of the Tears of the Kingdom stream highlights. Take care.